Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life. I am recording, right? Yes, my voice is showing up. Just double checking. Most of 500 is silent, and that was loud in my ears because I just shut down Skype because it was lagging the computer. And we're having a slight glitchiness. That's okay though. So, don't know what was going on last time because I never seem to have been able to remember things. But anyway, not a huge deal. Also, question for viewers, because I just happened to think of it myself. Do you guys prefer for me to switch out the music every half year? Because I control the background music. Where is... Oh, that was loud. Update sounds are loud in my ears. But anyway, do you prefer me to swap out the songs? Or would you prefer to just have Spring Breeze or Quiet Winter playing perpetually throughout the entire game? That's up to you guys, I guess. I like to switch them out every half year, even though I tend to forget sometimes, because clearly I've forgotten the entire season of Fall. Not that it's a huge deal. So I actually have a lot of stuff to talk about, I think, for this episode, which doesn't happen very often. Maybe not a ton of things, but more than normal. So since I last saw you guys, which has probably been a while, like, it's the 6th of August now, so it's probably getting close to this, well, no, I'm still going too far into the game to be able to line up with real life very well. But, here's the thing. Whoosh! That's like an inside joke with my friends now. I actually just recently got back from a trip to Canada, though technically now it's been like almost an entire month since I left on that trip. You guys may have heard about me mention it on some other videos and on Twitter, but I actually got back from my trip not long ago. I got back at the end of like the 2nd or 3rd week of July, so like around the 18th or so of July is when I got back. So it's been about 20 days. I've been sick since that trip, so like I think what happened is like my body was not used to the change in climate or air pressure or whatever you might call it, and it probably weakened my immune system. Because like I was exhausted the moment I got home. Like I went to sleep an hour after getting home into my room, and that's all she wrote. I mean, then I was feeling sick the next day. Like my throat was, I could feel it coming on. And then, oh, are you serious? Okay, well anyway, I hate when that happens. I know there's some stuff I think I have to bring it inside now. But anyway, I had a great time. I just finally started feeling better this past weekend, like kind of right after I was done recording. Actually, right after the weekend was like over. I also feel kind of bad I didn't record anything at the final Splatfest, but you guys didn't seem to be too interested in Splatfest stuff anyway, so I didn't really worry too much about it. You can hear the rain now. So we did a lot of fun things on our trip in Canada. Like I'll probably talk about a few of them. I'll probably talk about as much as I can think to talk about in this video, because that was a pretty major trip. It was the first time I ever went out of the country. Can I give this to it? Is she gonna eat it? Yeah, she ate it. Luli. Unfortunately, we're not gonna be keeping her, but like, such is life. If cows could just independently give milk perpetually, I wouldn't even worry about it, but it's just what we have to do. So, we did a lot of things on that trip, like, so many things. Where to even begin? Like I said, it was my first trip out of the country, so getting across the border was fun. It was a long, traffic-filled segment. They were probably at the border for probably close to an hour just because we couldn't get through. The traffic would not flow. Interestingly enough, it was very easy to get back into the United States because of the traffic was so low. So take that as you will. I guess that just shows to show people are more interested in going to Canada than staying in the United States. I don't know. Because they were both Sundays that we went over there, so maybe it was just time of the day that we got there. I don't know. Not really that huge of a thing. So we did so many things. We went hiking through, like, the mountains areas and the valleys and stuff. So basically we went caving, we saw waterfalls. We're suffering from a bit of a drought, so there wasn't any natural places to swim, which I was a little disappointed about. Overall, though, it was an amazing time. I tried alcohol, seriously tried it for the first time in my life over there, along with my friends, two of which got very drunk, and it was very hilarious to watch. For respect out of them, I will not be mentioning who. You can kind of draw your own conclusion from that. Though, granted, you guys don't really know very many of my friends. Like, they've never really been in videos before, which is actually interesting to think about. I might try and bring some kind of game for us to play the next time we are together. We might have all 6 of us, so we'll have to see. Also, because I've had alcohol before. Like, if you guys remember back when I still lived with my dad, and my dad still worked at the bar, and I recorded things from home there. I did a lot of recording at this game at that period of time. So you guys may remember. I don't know how else I talked about it. I did try alcohol a few times. They never were really any good. I'm still trying to find alcohol that tastes good. Because if my friends are gonna go out drinking every once in a while, it was really weird seeing my friends interested in drinking because I never really expressed any interest in it beforehand. So it was really weird to me. Or at least, not weird, but different. So I'm trying to find something I like to drink now. But I don't like the general taste of alcohol, so it's kind of hard to do. So I'm having some difficulty finding something. Not the end of the world if I can't find an alcohol I don't like. I mean, I definitely can't see myself drinking it, even if I found something I liked all the time. Because I do that with tea. Tea is like my alcohol, pretty much. And it's unhealthy for me in a completely different way. But at least I don't have to worry about hangovers and stuff. Never got drunk, and I never really had enough to drink during that trip to even get close. Because I didn't like the flavor of anything. So I'm told I would probably like fruity mixed drinks as opposed to, like, say, actual beers and alcohols. So I would want something I could get drunk off, because that's part of the fun. You heard nothing, Katie. So let's see. What are some other big things that we did while I was over there? We went to the CN Tower, which I don't know how many of you might have heard of it. It's like, apparently it's technically the largest structure in the world. Because you can't count certain buildings, because if they can have a certain amount of living space, they don't technically count as a structure, they count as like a living location or something. So the CN Tower is the biggest structure, or tallest structure by technicality. And it was a whole lot of nope for me, to be completely honest with you. That was the most nope about anything I've ever done in my entire life. Because I was afraid. Anyone who knows me really well knows I do not handle heights very well. Back when I was dating Wendy and we did like rides and stuff like the Ferris wheel, even that was kind of much for me, personally. I apologize if you guys can hear my fan. It's still summer, it's still hot. But we should be going into, like, into cooler weather soon, so I can probably turn it off soon. And depending on where I live, I won't even need it. But anyway, I thought you went in for a second. So they had the segment where you can see through the floor because it's like made of glass, but like a super strong glass, not like window pane glass, because that would be dumb. Like this type of glass that has the strength to hold like 4 orcas. which is like a lot of weight. And like 10,000 beavers or something, I don't know. They'd use some weird measurement comparisons. Needless to say, it was completely safe, and I was completely scared out of my mind. I was breaking out in the sweat just by being there. I couldn't stand standing on it because I was afraid it was going to fall, even because it was a mine thing. There was a tiny little hole that had an optical illusion that there was like a shaft that led all the way down to the ground floor, and this is like about a third of a mile up in the sky. And I instantly felt like vertigo, like as soon as I looked at, even though it was actually maybe 20 feet down, and it was just like a pattern on the floor, it looked real to me, and I was about ready to lose my mind. It had a very nice restaurant, it had very beautiful views. I did not have a problem being in the restaurant and looking out from there. When we got to the observation decks, though, I couldn't stand it, even though it was perfectly safe. There was a lot of wind, though. I felt the fear of falling. It was just so much note for me. Couldn't stand it. But looking back, it was a lot of fun. I mean, what else did we do? We went to this place called Blue Mountain. I'm assuming it's a ski resort and winter sports village. But during the summer, there's a lot of other attractions. And while my friends did some zip lining, which took them a freaking hour to do, probably maybe 2 minutes worth of zip lining, was really, I didn't do the zip lining because, you know, heights and everything. The tower was already enough on me. So all I did was what's called a mountain coaster. If you should look it up and see if you can get some videos of it sometime. It was like a short, less than 2 minute ride. It was like an over 2 minute build up to it. And I thought I was going to lose my mind because I don't like roller coasters as it is. It was fun. But I wish I was afraid of it the whole time I was going down, so I didn't know how safe I was going to be. If I did it again, I'd probably have a blast. But it was basically, I guess, like a little sort of coaster going through the forest and down the side of the mountain. And it was a lot of fun. So, let's see. And we're only 13 minutes, maybe 12, depending on what I cut out. I don't actually know where exactly I started the episode. What else? There was a lot of just us hanging around. Two of my friends made cloaks. Like, just for no reason. They just made cloaks. Like, medieval, like, wizard cloaks or whatever. No. You know, let's just say yes, because there's only 1 minute left. Yes. So what else did we do? I'm not entirely sure. Like, I'm drawing a blank. Another thing that we did is we went to this arcade called Palladium. It was basically like a place full of games, not so many rides, but like basically like an arcade, but like with all kinds of really weird games. Me and Wendy had teamed up on this Galaga game. It was simple. It was a one-level game, and you had to get through the level and beat the mothership at the end. And that was all that really was. But it was hard because you only had one chance to do it. And me and her actually finished the game, which was cool because she was the one piloting the ship, and I was the one shooting the fire button, and somehow we actually won the game, which was really cool. Our high score was like 7th place out of so that was pretty cool. 1,000 tickets. Though since it was Wendy's play, Wendy had the tickets for it. So, but I feel like maybe we should have maybe pooled them, but you know, that wasn't how it went down. Excuse me. Pardon me. I don't know what else. I'm drawing a blank on what else we did. Did a lot of things. At least it felt like. But I don't know. It was mostly just a lot of being friends, you know, and doing friend activities with each other. So, I guess it was pretty hot last fall. I'm trying to read some books more. I don't really know what to read most of the time, but you know, I'm trying to, you know, broaden my cult and stuff. My friend actually has written a book. He was the one we went to see in Canada. So, oh, that's right. Cream is pregnant now. It's time to start the cycle of pregnantation. Okay, well, fine. I guess it's nap time for the cows. Oh, yes, another thing that we did, we went to this place called the Escape Room. And it's basically like almost like a, what would you call it? Like an obstacle course type of room. It was like almost like you were doing a mini Zelda dungeon or something. And like, oh, she went to sleep. Hello, Jeffrey. And it was basically just like a puzzle. Like it was an entire room. You had to escape the room within an hour with using as little hints as possible, and you know, just win. It was a lot of fun. I mean, there wasn't much to it. Like, it's hard to just explain, but it was a lot of fun. A lot of our days were just kind of having fun being friends, which I don't really get a chance to do very often because I cannot see a dang thing. Because for me, everything is incredibly dark. You guys can see it perfectly fine, but the splitters darken everything for me, so... Oh, they need food. So yeah, that concludes most of the activities we did over there, to be honest. Nothing else really stands out. No, come on. You were all the way over there. It's dumb. See, I don't know. I mean, like, I feel like I'm forgetting something. I probably am. But who knows? I'm sure I'm forgetting something. And then I'm sure I'll remember it later. But I'm not recording. I probably can't even water these, honestly. Not a big deal. I'm gonna try, though. I hate how the banana trees are like the only thing that stands out in those things. They don't change color. Freaking berry. Or whatever what the banana is technically supposed to be. I don't know. It's supposed to not be a fruit or a vegetable by technical, like, I don't know. There's a whole thing about the banana. Oh, I thought something was actually happening for a second, because that was a long build-up to go in the room. Oh, Eric? You did. Well, if I could do real, like, farm work, I'm sure I'd be happier than what I do. Can I see the moon? Oh, certainly. Yes. Alright, let's give him some stuff. Have an egg, good sir. Indeed they do, sir. Why am I calling my son a sir? That's weird. I can't. Ugh, it's so good. I must eat! Yeah! I never actually treated myself to something that nice. I've never actually said what to that. Maybe I should sometime. I know what will not let you give it to him, but... There's that doll. Alright. I can't think of anything else that we really did in Canada that was like something you'd never be able to do anywhere else. Because I'm drawing a blank. But who knows? Sorry if I don't remember any of the other finer details of what we did. If I could think more clearly, I'm sure, if I had prepared this in advance. But like I've been sick for days, well, weeks is probably more correct than days. Ah, shoot, I didn't put water in the bucket, the pail. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, okay, well. Just do that. And we're just gonna zigzag everywhere, I guess. So yeah, I definitely wanted to, after thinking about it today, I definitely wanted to make sure I recorded this, so I had finally cataloged my thoughts and told you guys a little bit about my trip. Because, you know, that was one of the more fun things I did all last month. I'm gonna be going to the beach this week again, so that'll be fun. So yeah, I guess actually kind of short for an episode, but I think that'll do it for this episode of Let's Play Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life. I look so happy. Not sure when the next episode will be out. We'll probably be working on it. I know you guys probably just got the last episode I had. Actually, no, there's one more you haven't seen yet as of recording this. That's my fault. So that'll do it. I thank you guys for watching, and next time I'll probably have less interesting things to talk about because I ain't going out of the country again until next episode. So, alright, see you guys then.